I didn't jump in a taxi and go down to the City of London to see some hedge fund managers. I was going to call all my billionaire friends until I realized I didn't have any.
But so when you come out of the EU customs union, which is what we've done, you have to have some way of checking that goods that might attract a tariff going from the United Kingdom into Ireland pay that tariff if there is to be a tariff.
Market, as they choose to call it in Britain, was closed down by Anara and Bevan in 1948 when we established the National Health Service. And so, whatever happens, let's be very, very clear. Under a Labour government, we have a health service, not a health market. And let's also be very clear, our NHS is not for sale. Not for sale.
The only place you can do it, if you don't do it at the border, is at the border in Northern Ireland. There will not be tariffs or checks on goods coming from GB to I that are not going on to Ireland. That's the whole point. And the great thing that's been misunderstood about this is there will not be checks. There will not be checks. I speak as the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom and a passionate unionist. There will not be checks on goods going from Northern Ireland to Great Britain. Because we're the government of the United Kingdom and we will not institute or implement or enact such checks. And the idea that Tato crisps from Tandragee Castle are going to be, by some process, it's just nonsense. So actually, Northern Ireland has got a great deal. It's got a great deal. You keep free movement, you keep access to the single market, but you also have, as it says in the deal, unfettered access to GB.
We will negotiate an arrangement with the EU, a credible leave option, which would be protecting the Good Friday Agreement, trade and rights. We would then also put that alongside Remain for a final decision to bring an end to the debate and get on with it after that, to develop the kind of social justice and decency and society that we want in this country. And along the way, we will not be scapegoating EU nationals for the incredible contribution they have made to our society.
And so we can also come out and do free trade. The only reason they gave us that deal, by the way, was because they were, at the back of their minds, they were still worried that we would come out without a deal. And even though they could see what the Ben Act was doing to us, and they could see how difficult it was, they weren't quite sure whether the UK government was going to be sufficiently, irrational as they saw it, as to come out with. I think in the end we got a great deal. And Corbyn, to get back to my point, Corbyn would chuck that deal away, go off and negotiate his own deal, which, do you know what he wants to do?
The green industrial revolution will be the basis of so much of what our government will do in office. Because if we don't face up to the climate change disaster that we're facing, then obviously we all suffer. And it's also what we do on the world stage. So we won't be hand-holding with Donald Trump to tear up the Paris Climate Change Accord. We'll be hosting COP26 to get something even stronger than Paris in the future, and to try and get to zero emissions as soon as we can.